What is QHHT? My name is Marie Ramsey and I'm a QHHT practitioner. QHHT stands for Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. It was developed by Dolores Cannon over many years of practice and thousands of clients to combine therapy and hypnosis into a profound experience. Every practitioner varies the technique based upon their own expertise and style. I am a clinical hypnotherapist and resource therapist, so I can utilize these skills during a session if needed. Dolores Cannon has written many books about her experiences with clients under hypnosis. Some of these go into a more spiritual aspect and explore ideas that are not part of the mainstream therapies. The focus is more on life lessons and higher purpose. This is what makes this process so unique. Whilst I have a psychology background, I prefer the explanation of life as a journey of the soul having a human experience. This spirituality is not connected to any religion, and so there is no religious bias in the process. However, it does open up the process to allowing more amazing experiences to happen in the subconscious. To be hypnotized properly, you need to be able to trust the practitioner. This is because you may feel vulnerable during that period, and you want to make sure that the person who is guiding the hypnosis is competent and trustworthy. In QHHT, we begin with a chat for a couple of hours. This allows you to open up to the practitioner and become comfortable sharing your experience with them. This chat is not recorded or used for therapy, but is a way for the client and practitioner to get to know each other better. In the chat, we explore your background of family, childhood, and important people and experiences in your life. You can discuss whatever you feel comfortable sharing, and there is no interrogation or questions that you must answer. I will ask for your date of birth so that I can differentiate between current life and past life experiences in the hypnosis. I will also ask for names of significant people in your life in case they come up in the hypnosis. But other than that, it is open to whatever you want to share. The importance of this chat is that sometimes you may never have been able to openly discuss your thoughts and feelings before, and this allows you to explore them in a comfortable and non-judgmental environment. It may also help you find insight. What we keep in our head holds the perspective of the person who experienced it at that point in time. When you reflect back, you may see it through different perspectives with greater hindsight and understanding. Whilst this is not a therapy session, sometimes I will guide you to see the patterns and maybe even offer insight into how this was related to life lessons. But mostly I will let you talk freely so that you can gain your own insight. After the chat, we have a toilet break and then recline the chair for the hypnosis. At this point, I will start to record the session so that you can listen to the experience afterwards. For your safety, I skip the induction on the recording. The induction takes you into a hypnotic state, and we deepen this with past life regression. We may explore up to 3 lives or several stages of one life, depending upon the time and depth you need to explore each life. The past lives are significant and chosen by the subconscious to help you understand your current life. There are several ways this can relate to your current life. There may be a connection with a person in this life and a past life. They may be a parent, partner, sibling, or someone else. They often will have an important role in this life. It may be to make up for something in a past life, or it may be to help you in this life. By seeing this connection, it will help you understand them and your relationship better in this life. Often past lives show us the choices we make. We may see experiences in past lives that help us to make better choices in this life. Perhaps you are feeling alone and your past life shows you that this is a choice and love is always available. It is only your mindset that makes you alone. Life is always about life lessons. At the end of each life, we ask what was the life lesson and the purpose of that life. The answers are always simple but profound. You may discover resources or skills that you have gained in past lives and can use in this life. Perhaps it is confidence, connection, strength, courage, or something else you feel that you lack in who you are now. By experiencing the person of the past, you remember what it feels like to have that again. All life stories are to help us to learn about love so that we can love ourselves fully. But we experience traumas in the journey of learning. Looking back at past lives can help us learn from these lives also and apply that to this life for growth. Understanding that comes from looking back can also allow healing. For example, phobias usually come from past lives. When you understand how that phobia was created, you may let go of the fear. Closure. Sometimes past lives end suddenly without closure or understanding. Going back to the end of that life can help us connect with the ones we left behind and get closure. It can also help us understand our relationships and where we can learn from that life. I don't want to be too descriptive about what can occur in past lives, as I do not want to influence your own experience. Sometimes experiences can seem unbelievable, so I recommend you have an open mind and allow whatever happens to unfold. I believe that some of them are metaphors to help you understand better, so I do not worry too much about the detail of trying to prove these experiences are real. I will not go searching for details to place them historically or discover names and dates. The focus is on the feelings of the experiences in these lives, how that affected you, and what you learned from it. When doing the past life exploration, I suggest that you experience it as going to the movies. Whatever comes up on the screen is for your enjoyment. Do not analyze it or try to predict what will happen next. Just go with the flow and immerse yourself in the feelings. You can analyze it all you want after the session. If you do go into a traumatic experience in a past life, I will immediately take you into observer mode so that you are not re-traumatized. The regression is for learning, understanding, and healing. I work with your subconscious to allow you to get the most meaningful experience whilst protecting you during that experience. That is the importance of a competent practitioner. After the past lives, we call upon the subconscious or higher self to answer questions. First, I will ask the meaning of the past lives and how they relate to your life. Based upon the chat beforehand and the past lives shown, I will expand on these questions to find clarity for you. Then I will ask the questions that you have prepared beforehand. If I feel that there is more, I will explore this with further questions. I will then open it up to the subconscious to give any message to you. It is possible to ask questions about others that are close to you to help them. Because we want to limit the hypnosis to around 2 hours, we cannot explore too much in questions for other people, as yours have priority. Whilst we talk to the subconscious, I will also ask if the white lights can come in and do some healing. I think of the white lights as the healers in the spiritual world. They can work on physical as well as emotional healing. Often people will comment afterwards that they could see the white lights whilst they were doing the healing. I was fortunate enough to do some work with another QHHT practitioner when I was living in Italy. During sessions we did for each other, we were able to ask the white lights for specific healing scripts. They told us these scripts were prepared by the source and could be used in future sessions with clients. They dictated the exact script for us to use. They also taught me how to create more in the same style. One of these scripts is breaking vows. Many people made vows in previous lives, like the vow of poverty as a monk, and these have carried forward into this life. The person may do everything right to earn money, but cannot seem to get ahead. When we break this vow in a session, it changes their subconscious belief system and they allow themselves to attract money. I have a number of these scripts that are not part of the normal QHHT process. If I feel they are relevant, I will ask the higher self for permission to use them. After the questions and healing are completed, I will bring you back out of the hypnosis gently. For a while afterwards, you may feel disoriented. That is normal. This is why we allow a period to debrief and adjust back to the present time. It is not safe to drive until you adjust back. I will send you a link via email to retrieve the recording from WeTransfer. This usually takes a day or two. That recording is then yours to listen to and share as you desire. I recommend that if you can afford it, a QHHT session is invaluable. Some people will do more than one session, but that is up to you. Follow-up sessions do not require the preliminary chat, so can be done at a lower cost. The sessions are meant for a reflection of life experiences and to help you find direction from your subconscious. Once you have done a deep hypnosis like this, you may find it easier to meditate and to talk to your subconscious through meditation. Other activities like automatic writing, channeling, and dreaming can help you connect with your higher self and guides to ask questions and receive answers. From my experience, our connection to the spiritual world is through the subconscious. That channel is always open, but we do not know how to access it. Hypnosis is a great way to start the journey to opening the connection. Over time, we can learn to have a running conversation through our awareness. Once you have done a deep hypnosis, like the quantum healing hypnosis technique, you will never see life the same again. It takes you into a world that you didn't realize existed, the world of the subconscious. It is a beautiful place that makes you realize that there is so much more to life than this physical world that we live in. It is a transformative experience. Once you understand that this physical world is only part of who you are, there is a whole other world in your subconscious that you are not aware of. QHHT sessions must be done face-to-face. You can find an accredited practitioner on the official QHHT website. I work in Brisbane, Australia, and you can book through my website, transformation5d.com. Details are available in the description below.